sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Corral. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Here's Corral on first down. Take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Corral. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? And they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Third down, Corral. Touchdown! DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Corral. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give running right, it's Hubbard. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Watson now to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And again, it's Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
CD athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt
taking it in from the 20.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Corral's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now the ball comes loose. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 28 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden.
The York on now for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Amari Barno. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
"35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air again. Here's Corral.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Amari Barno
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second down and goal. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the...
And now Watson throws another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
Touchdown, Panthers! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Corral.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
Flushed out right. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Corral. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
Over the middle, incomplete. That's Hubbard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Corral. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Fourth down, Corral looking to throw it.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Corral.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So the penalty not quite enough to get him the first as they'll come up here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matt Corral now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Watson on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Browns.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Watson to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that